Welcome to Realities Unlimited. I'm your host, Don McCaskill. This week we've got a little bit about Dracula, a little bit about Star Wars, and a little bit about Doctor Who, not too much. Start off with Dracula. This is a new TV series from NBC. It's airing on Friday nights. I quite enjoyed it. I am quite a fan of the vampires, but lately I haven't liked the teen vampires. You know what I'm talking about. Vampires don't sparkle. I'm sorry. Sunlight kills them. But this new series goes a little more traditional. It's set in the late 1800s. It's London. You've got all the high society. And you've got the main characters all in place. Your Jonathan Harker, your Lucy, your Mina, Van Helsing, Renfield, but they are not all as you would expect them to be, which is good because this is a TV series, and it needs to continue a little bit longer than the novel would. It needs to go in a different direction. And, you know, if this is going to continue past the first season, there need to be things that you don't expect, things that you aren't expecting from the novel. We already have something different in the fact that this Dracula is actually posing as an American playboy who has moved to London and is trying to work his way into London society. The thing is, London society has a bad taste for Americans. They still remember what America did in going independent, in declaring their independence from England and putting a hole in the fabric of their empire. That doesn't go over well in Victorian England. So this is well set up in this first episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to more of the show. So if you missed it, hopefully there's going to be a repeat. Otherwise, I would say check the NBC website. Usually these sites will have replay videos so that you can watch the episode on the web and then pick up with episode 2 this coming Friday. Star Wars. Wow, we've got some interesting Star Wars news just cracked today. Harrison Ford, everybody thought he was going to come back. He was going to do this episode 7 in some form of cameo appearance, and that would be it. He'd be gone. Turns out Disney wanted a multi-picture deal, something that put Harrison Ford in their stock of actors for a while, and they got it. Details are coming out. They're still not completely verified and they're not completely clear. There are no numbers, but apparently money has been set. Harrison has signed. It is all 3 of the new Star Wars movies, episodes 7, 8, and 9, as well as Indiana Jones 5. Apparently there's a story being developed. Harrison Ford is closely working with it, and no details on whether or not Spielberg or Lucas are involved in that. I would assume, being as Lucas sold lock, stock, and barrel of Lucasfilms to Disney, he has nothing to do with it. But we will see. Apparently they want to see Indiana Jones 5 in theaters in 2016. This is the word I'm hearing. So this could be interesting. Another place that is being speculated that this multi-picture deal could go is to the separate movies. The Star Wars movies that are independent stories. There is talk of a Yoda movie. There is talk of a Boba Fett movie. There was talk of a Princess Leia movie. But these are stories that look at the individual characters. And One other place that a story could go would be Han Solo. Maybe Han Solo and Chewbacca, the years before they met Luke and Obi-Wan. That could be an interesting movie. And if it's done from the perspective of Harrison Ford, he's not young, but he could be the one telling the story, sort of a storyteller's point of view. And that could make it very interesting. These movies are supposed to come out every single year between the years of the Star Wars trilogy movies. So what we're hearing is that we would see in 2015 the episode 7, and then 2016 an individual story, 2017 episode 8, and then 2018 individual story, and 2019 episode 9. Where they go from there, who knows? But that is the talk. So at least 2 of these Star Wars separate story movies, and Harrison Ford could be a very big part of that. Before I get to the Doctor Who news, I do have something else. I've got some Highlander news, a film in the works for a reboot of the Highlander franchise. Summit Entertainment that's doing this, so I don't have the highest hopes because these are the guys that brought us Twilight. But that being said, there is a new director on board who is saying that he is very familiar with the mythos of Highlander, and that he wants to make this a visceral Highlander movie. I'm on board with this. I was a big fan of Highlander, the first movie. I had friends who worked on the second Highlander movie. I was not a fan of the second Highlander movie. We were deceived in what it was going to be. Friends of mine who worked on this movie worked on a huge battle scene that took a month to film, to prep and film in Argentina. The scene was between 2 warring factions. The swords that they had, the weapons that they had, were all medieval. And when that scene ended up in the film, it was probably less than 10 seconds. So I'm not impressed with what they did, turning Highlander into a science fiction series. It was bizarre. So hopefully this keeps it as a historical film, fantasy film. I think we would all really like to see this redone and corrected, if you will. So in Doctor Who news, I want to wish Matt Smith a happy 31st birthday. I really enjoyed Matt's tenure with the Doctor. I thought he was the better Doctor that we've seen so far. I'm not going to say that I didn't like David Tennant, because I did. But he was a lot more serious a Doctor than Matt Smith, and I liked Matt Smith's quirkiness. I liked his ability to talk fast. I liked his ability to move in one direction but travel in another. And I know we're not going to get that with Peter Capaldi. I know we're going to get a lot more serious. I think we're going to see a lot more scary episodes, a lot more war episodes, and that's going to be my second prediction. I think that Peter Capaldi is going to be a lot more serious Doctor. I think that we're going to see a lot more horror episodes and a lot more war episodes out of Peter Capaldi and the BBC with the upcoming years of Peter Capaldi. And I hope there are quite a few years of Peter Capaldi. I hope there's more than 3, and I also hope there aren't huge breaks in between those years. This break that we're looking at coming up in the next little while, where we have the 50th anniversary, thank you, 2 hours, fantastic. And then we have the Christmas special, fantastic. Then, as far as anybody knows, we're looking at 9 months before we see another Doctor Who episode. 9 very long months of Doctor Who break. And I hope this is the last time we see such a long period in between. I know that people are working on other projects. I know that other things have to be developed and episodes have to be shot and special effects have to be produced. I understand how that all works, but oh my god, 9 months is going to be killer for all of us Doctor Who fans. Thumbs up if you agree. Another thing that I just heard in regards to Doctor Who is that there is a charity event that the BBC is involved with called Children in Need. They do a special, this is sort of a, I guess in the United States we would call it a telethon. So it's a big program that they do. They have different guests come on, celebrities, sports stars, maybe a few politicians, who knows, but they'll come on and they'll be a part of the show, or they'll do a skit. Doctor Who has been part of Children in Need in the past, and there are episodes with Children in Need, and we're hoping that that's what their connection is going to be this year. Children in Need airs on November 15th. This being a week before the big 50th anniversary special, I think there's going to be a minisode in the Children in Need that is going to tie in to the 50th anniversary, the Day of the Doctor. That's prediction number 3. I guess that's everything I've got for you this week. Oh, no, there is one more thing, and it is tied into the Doctor. There is a Doctor Who video that you can become a part of. You can star in the title sequence of Doctor Who. This video right here will take you to the details about it. You have to go to their Facebook page. You have to approve an app, and it gives the app, I guess, access to your information on Facebook, and then you upload a photo of you, and they use that with your name in the title sequence. I did it. It's pretty cool. If I can, I'm going to link to it right here. Not entirely sure that I can, but we'll find out. Keep watching and leave your comments down below. Thank you.